Murder Amidst Divorce, the Aliza Sherman case. In the annals of unsolved crimes, some cases linger, casting a long shadow over the pursuit of justice. For 12 years, the murder of Aliza Sherman, an Ohio nurse and mother, remained a chilling enigma. But in May 2024, a break in the case sent shockwaves through the legal community. Gregory Moore, Sherman's own divorce attorney, was arrested in Austin, Texas, and charged with her murder. The arrest marks a pivotal moment in a case that has haunted investigators and the Sherman family for over a decade. The wheels of justice, though delayed, have begun to turn. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. March 24, 2013, a date forever etched in the memory of those who knew Aliza Sherman. In broad daylight in downtown Cleveland, near the very office where she sought legal counsel, Sherman's life was brutally cut short. The 53-year-old mother of three was fatally stabbed. The circumstances surrounding her death were particularly disturbing. Moore, her attorney, had instructed her to meet him on that fateful Sunday afternoon. She was chased and stabbed to death while waiting to meet her attorney. The location, the timing, the connection to her legal representation all pointed to a sinister plot. The indictment against Gregory Moore is extensive and severe, reflecting the gravity of the alleged crime. He faces charges that include aggravated murder and conspiracy. The state has also charged him with 6 counts of murder. Adding to the weight of the charges are 2 counts of kidnapping. The prosecution intends to prove that Moore's actions were not merely impulsive, but part of a calculated and premeditated plan. The legal battle that lies ahead promises to be complex and closely scrutinized. The prosecution alleges that Gregory Moore meticulously plotted for months to kidnap and attack Aliza Sherman. The motive, they claim, was to obstruct her divorce case, a case scheduled to proceed the following week. The aim was to prevent Sherman from attending the proceedings. The method, according to the indictment, involved inflicting serious physical harm and/or death. This was not a crime of passion, but a calculated act to manipulate the legal system through violence. Further investigation revealed a disturbing pattern of behavior. Moore allegedly made bomb threats to courthouses in 2012. These threats were designed to delay trials, suggesting a willingness to disrupt the legal process through extreme measures. Investigators are examining Moore's cell phone usage around the time the bomb threats were made to the courthouses. In the months leading up to Sherman's murder, Moore allegedly took steps to evade detection by law enforcement. He obtained a new phone on the law firm's Verizon business account. This was a deliberate attempt to create a layer of separation between his personal communications and his professional life. Moore also controlled the firm's mobile hotspot. This level of control over communication channels suggests a calculated effort to conceal his activities. These actions paint a picture of a man who was not only planning a crime, but also actively working to cover his tracks. The timeline of events on March 24, 2013 is crucial to understanding the prosecution's case. At 2:31 p.m., Moore texted Sherman, instructing her to meet him at 4:30 p.m. This seemingly innocuous message set the stage for the tragedy that would unfold. Moore went to the law offices and swiped his pass to get into the building, but did not go in. This action could be interpreted as an attempt to establish an alibi or to monitor the situation without being directly involved. Crucially, Moore disconnected his cell phone from the network. This action prevented his phone from being tracked by cell towers. This suggests a deliberate attempt to avoid being linked to the crime scene. Sherman arrived at the designated meeting point only to find the doors locked. She texted Moore, stating she was returning to her car. It was at this moment that the assailant, believed to be Moore or an accomplice, attacked Sherman. She was chased and stabbed multiple times. Despite her injuries, Sherman managed to call 911. That desperate call for help is a chilling reminder of the terror she experienced in her final moments. Following the attack, Moore's actions raised further suspicion. He texted Sherman, asking where she was. This could be interpreted as an attempt to feign ignorance or to create a false sense of concern. Moore snuck into the law offices through a back entrance. He did this to avoid the throng of police investigating in front. This clandestine entry suggests a desire to avoid scrutiny and to conceal his movements. He disconnected his phone from the network to avoid tracking. This mirrors his actions prior to the attack and further strengthens the suspicion that he was attempting to hide his location. Moore reconnected his phone at 7:32 p.m. He then called Sherman's phone repeatedly. The prosecution argues that these calls were a calculated attempt to feign ignorance and to create the impression that he was genuinely concerned about her well-being. In the aftermath of Sherman's death, Moore took several legal and procedural steps. On March 29, 2013, he filed a motion notifying the court of Sherman's death. This action, while seemingly routine, served to formally close the chapter on her divorce case. Sherman's divorce case was dismissed on April 2, 2013. This effectively achieved the alleged motive behind the murder, preventing her from participating in the divorce proceedings. Moore transferred his law firm's cellular phone number to a different cellular phone than the one he used on March 24, 2013. This action could be interpreted as an attempt to further distance himself from the events of that day. Moore is scheduled to be arraigned on May 16th. For the Sherman family, the past 12 years have been a torturous journey marked by grief and uncertainty. They waited over a decade for answers. The arrest of Gregory Moore represents a significant step towards closure. Seeing justice unfold with Moore's arrest is a testament to the dedication of law enforcement and the enduring hope for accountability. While the legal proceedings are just beginning, the Sherman family can finally see the possibility of justice being served. The pursuit of truth continues.